Hello everyone, my name is Rohan, and in this video I'm going to demonstrate how to use digital Mobius to automatically recycle the worker nodes. Now worker nodes could get in not ready state due to several reasons, like when they're overloaded, when they cannot communicate with the API server, they do not have enough resources like CPU, memory, or disk, and lastly failure at the disk or the network interface level. What Digital Mobius does is it provides the ability to bring up the worker nodes without any human intervention, right? Now, there are a few prerequisites for this installation. The first one being you got to have a DigitalOcean API token with read-write scope. So make sure you get that from the cloud portal. You can generate a new one if you don't have an existing one. The second prerequisite, you need a cluster ID, the Kubernetes cluster ID, which you can get from the cloud UI by accessing the cluster of your interest. And in the URL, as you see, this portion right here is your cluster ID. But there's another way of fetching the cluster ID, which you can get using the doctl command. Basically, this is a DigitalOcean command line utility that you can use. So the command goes like doctor k for Kubernetes cluster list. What you see right here is the same UID that we are seeing in the URL. The third thing that you need is a Helm installation. You can get it installed on the server which you're going to use to access your Kubernetes cluster. Okay, now let's get back to the installation part. I've already exported the environmental variables API token and the cluster ID. We should be good there. I'll just go ahead and add the Helm repository. Okay, now once that has been added, let's go ahead and run the Helm command. So a quick look at the command is it's going to install the digital Mobius chart with the version 0.14, and then it's going to set the environmental variables that we spoke about. It's also going to create a namespace called as maintenance, and that's where the digital Mobius pod is going to run. We'll go ahead and run this command. Now we'll go ahead and have a look at the pod that was created. This is the pod. We'll have a look at the logs for it. All right. So with that, your digital Mobius tool has been installed. Now let's go ahead and simulate the scenario wherein one of the node goes down. For that, we'll be using a DigitalOcean debug tool called as DOKS debug. So basically, we're going to install a daemon set right here. And it's going to get those pods up and running in Cube system namespace. So let's look at the pods. I will go ahead and shut down the kubelet service on it. So we'll use this one. Do not forget to mention the namespace. Okay, now that we have done that, we'll go ahead and have a look at the kubelet service, which should obviously be running. So let's get back to looking at the nodes. It will take a while to get the node in not ready state. Okay, as you see, one of the nodes is in not ready state, the WCKUG. There it goes. We'll go back to watch. Just pause the video while it's working on a new node. All right. So now as you see, the node has been replaced. All right. So while it's important to ensure that your worker nodes are always up and running, it's also important to have monitoring enabled for worker nodes. In addition, also follow some best practices like enabling the resource limits on the pods to ensure stability and reliability of your overall Kubernetes cluster. That's all for this video. Thank you.